You thought you had a spark. She smiled at you, your conversations flowed effortlessly, and maybe you even asked her out. Everything seemed promising until, suddenly, she pulled away. No more late-night chats, no sweet replies, and in some cases, not even a goodbye. You're left wondering, what happened? Was it something I did? Or maybe it's just my age. Let me tell you something that might change how you see everything from this point forward. It's probably not your age. It's how you're showing up. In this video, we're going to break down the real reasons younger women lose interest in older men, and how a philosophy nearly 2,000 years old can help you become the kind of man who doesn't chase, doesn't overexplain, and yet, becomes irresistibly attractive. This is not a game. It's a mindset, and it starts with understanding why she pulled away in the first place. Stay with me, because the insights here might just flip your entire dating life on its head. Part 1, The Illusion of Connection. It usually starts with a look, a glance across the room, or a smile exchanged at a coffee shop. You think, she smiled. There's a connection here. So you strike up a conversation. She laughs. She seems interested. Maybe you even exchange numbers. Everything seems to be going in the right direction. Then it happens. Silence. Coldness. The classic "I'm not looking for anything serious right now" line. Or even worse, ghosting. Most men immediately blame their age. But the truth? It's rarely about that. Younger women can be deeply attracted to older men, but not just any older man. They're drawn to something more profound, a presence, a maturity, a stillness in the storm of modern chaos. And when that energy is missing or replaced with insecurity, the attraction fizzles. Part 2, The Real Reasons She Lost Interest. Let's uncover the 7 hidden behaviors that turn off younger women instantly. But more importantly, we'll show you how the Stoic mindset, yes, that of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, can guide you into becoming deeply attractive without ever having to chase. 1. Over-explaining your value. Have you ever found yourself telling her about your car, your job, or how amazing your last vacation was within the first 5 minutes? It's natural to want to impress, but it often comes off as trying too hard. Stoicism teaches, don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. You don't need to sell yourself. You need to be yourself confidently and quietly. Let your presence, not your resume, speak for you. Story example. One of my coaching clients, Dave, was a successful entrepreneur in his late 40s. He always started dates by listing his business accomplishments. After a string of one-and-done dates, he tried something different. He just listened. No bragging. No status symbols. By the end of that dinner, she said, "You're the most grounded man I've ever met." Lesson: stillness is louder than words. 2. Trying too hard to be cool. Wearing trendy clothes you don't feel comfortable in. Dropping Gen Z slang you barely understand. Faking interest in TikTok culture. When you do this, you surrender the very thing that made you appealing in the first place, your maturity. Stoic shift: be timeless, not trendy. True attraction lies in authenticity. You don't need to keep up. You need to stand firm. 3. Seeking her approval. Asking, "Was that okay?" after every move. Playing it safe so you don't offend. Letting her set the tone because you don't want to seem pushy. It sounds polite, but it reads as insecure. Epictetus wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Lead with calm certainty. Don't look for permission. Guide the experience. 4. Talking about your age. Stop bringing it up. Jokes like "I'm too old for this" or "back in my day" only remind her of a gap she wasn't even thinking about. Own your age. Don't apologize for it. Example. One man I know owns a jazz bar. He's in his 50s. Never once has he joked about his age. He dresses with class, speaks with poise, and walks with confidence. Younger women don't see a number, they see a vibe. 5. Playing the savior. You don't need to fix her problems. You're not her therapist. When you offer unsolicited advice or solutions, you risk coming off as controlling. Stoic wisdom: presence is more powerful than rescue. Let her feel heard, not managed. 6. Bitterness toward her generation. Saying things like "women today just don't get it" or "girls these days don't appreciate real men" doesn't make you look wise. It makes you look wounded. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Adapt and thrive. Don't complain and blame. 7. Performing instead of being. Pretending to be an alpha. Showing off. Acting confident instead of being confident. This performative energy is exhausting to watch. Real stoicism is quiet power. It doesn't shout. It doesn't seek attention. It simply is. Part 3, The Stoic Solution. Now that we've dismantled the behaviors that kill attraction, let's talk about what makes you magnetic without trying. Speak less. Listen more. Make every word count. Lead the energy in a room. Decide where things go. Build a life you're proud of, a life that doesn't need a woman to feel complete. Master your craft, build your body, own your space. Accept rejection with grace. You don't chase. You attract. Be the calm in her chaos. In a world of overstimulation, stillness is rare. That's your edge. Real life example. Look at Keanu Reeves. He rarely speaks, but when he does, the room listens. He's private, intentional, present. Women across all age groups admire him not because he performs, but because he embodies something rare. Part 4, Final Lesson: Be the Stoic Flame. You don't have to be young to be attractive. You don't have to be loud to be heard. You don't have to perform to be valued. You simply have to be. A stoic man does not chase love. He becomes love. He does not seek validation. He is validation. So the next time she pulls away, don't spiral. Don't overthink. Don't perform. Instead, smile gently, return to your craft, and let the world come to you. Because the man who needs nothing becomes the man who attracts everything. Outro: The Call to Inner Power. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment below: what's one shift you're ready to make today? And remember, you don't need to become someone else to be attractive. You need to return to who you were before the world made you doubt yourself. Stay calm. Stay grounded. Stay magnetic. Until next time, be stoic, be powerful, and above all be real.